Hello and welcome back to another video of Factorio. I am Deozaan. And last time I did a lot of work redoing or adding more to the iron smelting and some copper because we just weren't getting very good throughput. And so between videos I basically tore down everything that I had done in the iron and replaced it with iron electric furnaces making the iron, and they're also equipped with speed modules so they can produce the iron faster. So with less, with the same amount I had before, I expanded it. And then I also have some blueprints set up for beacons. Beacons you can put modules in beacons, and then they will give the effect of the modules to the things that are within a short range of them. So once I get beacons made, which I don't have researched yet, they're here. Once I get some beacons made, I can start putting them down and getting speed modules in them to make these go even faster. But at that point I will be replacing these speed modules with productivity modules so they can make more for the same price. So at the moment the iron and copper are doing really well. I think it's probably because when I redid all of this I only had one line of iron going into the steel, so our steel production is really lacking, but that means we have plenty of iron for everything else. I may try sticking another line of iron going to the steel just to see how it goes. But one of the issues with using modules, which I've used a lot of modules now, is that they increase your power requirements. And it looks like we're maxed out on power. Why is that? We're using all of the coal. I don't understand that, because we had enough coal before when these iron furnaces were using coal, but now these are electric, so they're not using coal, but it's not enough, huh? Okay, I guess we just need to make it go faster. Probably because the modules are requiring so much more power. Instead of having the solar panels take care of it, our steam engines are having to work harder to provide enough power. That's my guess. So I'll just upgrade this line here. Let's get the coal to the steam engines faster. And I don't know if these, what are they called? These burner inserters are fast enough to pick up from a blue line. So that's why I'm making this red instead of blue. Oops. This guy's running low. I'm going to add some speed modules to him just so we can finish up faster and get rid of this. I've also done a few speed modules in some of these miners just so they'll hurry up, and like these last three are the only ones working on this line, so once these use up all of the ore I can get rid of this line and clean up this area a bit. But yeah, it looks like now that we've got coal going to all of them, we're doing well with our electricity again. But I don't know, basically electricity is soon going to be a problem. So it's time to, I still probably want to focus on the ultimate goal right now. It's modules, because once you have modules it just makes everything go a lot better. Except once you have modules you also need a lot of So I think it's time to start focusing on preparing for nuclear power at least. Yeah, and while I've been talking, I've noticed the green chips are backed up all the way, the red chips are backed up all the way. So I think, I don't know, I don't feel like I increased the production that much, so I'm thinking I need to, I don't know, get the iron down the bus faster so that it can, oops, so it can be used here especially. Let's see, just do red here for now, because we need, I've also started using blue belts for just about everything, but they need a ton, need 80 gears for this one, 10 for this, 10 for this, but basically just need a ton of gears, which uses a ton of iron. So if we can get the iron to these gear makers faster, then that would be useful. It'd get me lots of blue things, blue belts. Which would be useful, very useful. So yeah, I'm basically, from this point in the game, probably going to be using blue belts for just about everything now, and not use yellow or red. Except for, there may be some times during the process of upgrading where I will use red, like I've done here. But basically any new constructions are most likely going to be all blue, and I'll be slowly upgrading everything to blue, pretty much. Okay, so I can just upgrade this a bit more still. And again, the reason why I'm using red here instead of blue is, for one, this doesn't go very far and it doesn't use it very fast, so I don't think we need the blue to run the iron through very fast, but also because these yellow inserters, they're too slow to pick up from the blue line, so they'll just, so I'm using red because they can still pick up from the red. But eventually I will upgrade all of this to blue, most likely, and these will get upgraded as well to the blue or fast inserters. But the reason why I came over here, mostly, is because I wanted to, when we finally get nuclear power, we're going to need hundreds of these, probably, I don't know, several tens of these, close to hundreds of these, I think, or these, I mean. So I just want to get the factory building them while I'm working on other things. So I need gears, copper, and pipe. Steel, copper, and pipe. And steel and copper. Okay. Copper and steel. Hey, look at that. Where are my... Looks like I don't have any assembling machines. Alright. Copper, steel, and I think pipe. Yeah. Can I squeeze something in here? Yes, I can. But do I really want to? That's the question. Okay, this is going to be making pipe. And it's going to unload here. And this is going to come there. Okay, so I don't know how many, I can't remember. It's probably 50 per stack. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Sure, let's let it make that much. I don't think we'll need that much ever, but in fact, do I have a nuclear power blueprint book somewhere where I did nuclear. There it is. Okay, so this one, okay, well, so this needs 39 of those copper heat pipes and 20 of the steam turbines, but I'm gonna make like probably four. So 150 heat pipes approximately, and 80 steam turbines, and about 50 of the boiler things. Heat exchangers, I think they're called. Yeah. So I'll leave that at 2 stacks. What do I need for this again? Gears, copper, and pipe. Gears, copper, and pipe. You know, I think I'm going to relocate this pipe. I will use this. Yeah, I know. I said pretty much anything I build from now on, I'm going to use blue belts. But, I don't know, seemed kind of silly to put blue on the end where it's yellow, but I guess I did it there, so I don't know. Okay. And then this needs to be gears, copper, there's the copper, and gears. I will extend this. Gears. And I don't know how many fit on a stack. I don't know if it's 20 or 50 or what. So I'm gonna, because I'm gonna need about, what was it? I'm going to need about 80 if I want to do 4 of these. So let's assume they are 50 in a stack. Just in case they're 20, I'm going to let it do 4 stacks. Okay, and that will get going on that. It's going to be a bit slow going, but that's okay. We're not ready to build it right now, so it's alright if it takes a little while. One other thing though I should do is these nuclear reactors, or the centrifuges, or both. I think I'll just manually gather the resources for that when I need it. Looks like we need more coal. Alright, miners, come to me. That seems to have taken care of that problem. Oh yeah, and I would like my miners to not use so much electricity. Where are you going, dude? Bring that to me. One? Do I only have one? I am out of these modules. Yeah. Definitely need to increase module production. Okay, well, now that green chips and red chips are backed up, I think I am going to set up a dedicated module production. Maybe. question is, where do I want to do that? I guess down this line would be good. But that means I need to increase the speed of this line because this will use up a lot of modules. And that means I need to basically increase the speed of the line all the way back. Okay, so there. Okay, that one is all done. Time for the red chips. Could this get any more squirrely? I just put that there for when I was putting the pipes here, so I don't need that. Okay, so I guess I will leave these things in their temporary spot there. For now. Okay, and I do want yellow. Let's see, what's most important? Well, let's... do I already have... I do already have productivity module 3 researched. Okay, so I guess we'll start with productivity modules. And then speed modules. And then efficiency modules. to want a bunch of those. Okay, so these need 5 and 5. I'm trying to remember. I think I usually mix the belts. I also usually use stack inserters, but don't really have many of those at the moment. So what I'm doing here is, I can't remember if I explained this earlier or not, but to make a productivity module, it takes 15 seconds. To make a productivity module 2, it takes twice as long, but it requires 4 productivity modules. So basically, you want to have 2 machines making these for every 1 machine making these. And then for the productivity module 3, it also takes twice as long as those, but it requires 5, so you actually want 2.5 machines making these for every 1 making these. But I don't worry too much about that half, and so I just do 2 to 1, 2 to 1, and then these 2 will feed into this one. And I'll show you what I mean once I get these assembly machines built. So that will feed there, that will feed there. And these 2 will feed into this one. Yeah. And then I also put these into chests. Just because early on, I can't make these yet because it needs processing units. And I can't make these yet because it requires processing units, and I'm not even making these blue chips yet. So early on, I'm just going to be using these. But I want to stockpile them because it requires so many. This productivity module 3 needs 5 module 2s, and each module 2 needs 4 module 1. So 5 times 4, that's 20. So for every one of these, I need 20 of these. So I like to build tons of them and just have them stockpiling, so that when I finally am able to make these and these, I've got a good stockpile going. Actually, I'm going to copy this design. Make my bots do all the work for me. this in the network. Okay, let's add some power. I should have done that before I copied the design, but you know, that would require thinking ahead. So that will start consuming these things really fast. I'm going to add speed modules so they go even faster. And I basically don't put any limit on these because we need tons of them. Well, I do eventually, but for now, no limit needed. Alright, so that will be getting those going, and now that we have those going, we don't need these ones doing this anymore. Hey. Okay. So those should start. Those should do their thing. And how are we doing? Yep, our red circuits are now being used up, so they're not backed up anymore. Same with the green circuits. So that probably means that iron and copper may start complaining soon. But I think now that I've done that, I think I do want to expand or increase some steel production. Let's see how that does. Wow, why is this one doing so well and this one's just not? Maybe these are all just backed up. And now that they're not anymore, yeah, it looks like this one's just waiting for a chance to drop some off. Oh yeah. If you look off to the right, it says there's 20 in the machine. Now there's 0 in the machine, so this isn't going to be backed up all the way anymore. Yep. Well, we'll see how that affects the production of everything else on the belt, on the bus. Oh yeah, and now that I just upgraded that to blue, I need to upgrade these to blue so that they can actually pick things off of it. The reason why they're picking things off of it now, even though I said they're not fast enough, is just because the line's backed up. But if we were using so much of this that it was continually moving along the belt, then it would be moving by too quickly for these yellow ones to grab it off. But because it's backed up, then it's fine. But in the future, it's a good idea for me to already have those as blue, I suppose. Yeah, so these two are not doing well, but it looks like all four of these are still doing fine. So I'm okay with that, and our steel production is a lot better now. So I'd say it was worth it. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, or maybe I did it in this video and I don't remember. Yeah, I think I did it in this video. I replaced all of these with the steel furnaces. Maybe not, I can't remember. But it looks like we need to get more ore coming through faster. I built this when I was just making the switch. I just started producing some blue belts. So some of it's blue, some of it's red, some of it's yellow. Now it's all blue. But yeah, it looks like I'm going to need more miners. Grabbing some copper. Maybe I should replace these things with the compact version. I think I'll do that. And the reason why I'm getting rid of the miners before the belts is so that the belts have a chance to get clear of the ore, so that the bots don't have to pick up the ore. Because bots are... It's not fun when you have to wait for the bots to pick up the ore. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see. Do I have... I have compact miners. I think I'm going to change this design slightly. Oh, okay, they already have the... Oh, but they're not blue belts. Yep, I think I'm going to upgrade to blue belts. Okay, this is my new compact miners design. these ones because I don't want to grab any coal. There are things you can do, like when it's mixed like this, you can mine it and then have filter inserters or stack filter inserters grab things off of the belt, so you can sort out a mixed belt, but it's not fun, and I don't feel like I have the technology progressed to the point I want it to make that easy. So I don't want to deal with that right now. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm going to do 6 to 4. Didn't leave enough room for that. I guess I'll have to do it this way. Six, two, four. Let's see, this is the middle one, so I'll just do that there. This can come up here. This can come up here. Okay, and then I'm out of blue belts. Let's see, this needs to come like that. So this one will be coming like this. This one could come like that. And that one could come like that. For now, I'm going to use red belts just because we need to get this going. Actually, This needs to be at least rib belts. Just because these furnaces are fast enough that they'll make the plates before it gets down to the end, if it's going on the slow one. Okay. And I think we can upgrade these to red as well. In fact, I think we should. Because it looks like they're backing up. Alright, and it looks like the production isn't keeping up. Neither is the ore. I think that was the yellow belt there. Don't need to waste these belts. Okay, I am going to get rid of those real quick, just so I can... One of the bad things about copper is it's hard to see, or even iron, I suppose, any kind of ore, is it's hard to see what color the belts are underneath. So I'm just going to make sure that I got these belts all blue. Looks like I did. Yep, cool. on copper. Good. That's looking good. So these gears could use some faster speeds, especially on this side. I think also it'd be a good idea to grade these so that they can make the belts faster. Let's do that one. I mean, not the belts, so I can make the gears faster. Which, I mean, you know, that'll make the belts go faster, but... And if I really wanted to, I could even add speed modules, but it looks like the problem here is getting the iron on in the assembly fast enough. Actually, this needs so many, it's worth it to use stack inserters. But they pull off so fast that I'm going to need a blue belt. Which means these guys need to be upgraded. So see how he has a hard time grabbing it off of the belt? It's like, hey, wait up. That's why we need to have the fast inserters on a blue belt. Now it looks like these guys are having a hard time unloading fast enough. Not anymore. Let's see if that helps anything. Need more blue belts. Okay, well, once again, I guess we accomplished some things. It kind of feels like I spent all my time working on the copper and the iron, but we did get some modules set up. Obviously, we don't have the red circuit production to keep up with it, but this video is long enough for now. I guess the goal in the future is just to keep increasing production so that we can get these modules. It's probably about time to start getting some of these blue chips so we can make the higher tier modules, and it's also probably getting close to time to consider nuclear power, but that will have to wait for another time. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.